we have a situation that has never happened in Southern Africa, that the son of a former president stays in prison for more than 4 weeks because of attempted murder charges. It has never happened in a foreign country. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, very embarrassing. And I'm not happy also with how our government intervened. I'm not happy with that. It's unfortunate that there might be issues we don't know. But to be honest with you, this matter should have been solved quicker and earlier than it was. The time that is spent in that prison, it's a national embarrassment. Because members of the first family, they are supposed to be ambassadors of the country.
Yes.
They communicate the character of the nation. We are not criminals. We are law-abiding citizens. We are peaceful. If they do and behave on the contrary, they are misrepresenting the whole population. It's like they are saying this is what everybody is like. But that is not true. So it should have been handled quickly and quietly, without attracting all this media attention, for the sake of the integrity of the office that his father held, not himself. And so, but we also need to understand that we have to consider the rights of the victim. Addict. He almost killed someone in a foreign country and spent more than 4 weeks in prison. A son of a retired president imprisoned in another country. That is embarrassing. And I was speaking to someone and I was saying, people take these things lightly. How do you expect ordinary citizens of that country to be respected in that foreign country if the crown, the prince of your country, is a criminal facing attempted murder charges? Attempted murder. Barely 3 months before, he had broken bones of farm workers at his father's farm in that country because he accused them of having allowed illegal gold miners to come into the farm. And he beat others. They broke their bones. They had to go for surgery. And being a corrupt country, he wasn't held accountable. So the boys are unruly. The other one was caught with the weed, which he was in possession of. The other one could not stay with her husband. So these are a bunch of bastards who were born to a very eloquent man, who failed the most basic thing, to find a woman for himself. He was literally a wife snatcher. And I was wondering, because I had to go into the library of the internet to look for his wedding with this woman. Okay. It was a grand wedding. Pastor, presidents from other countries traveled to celebrate a wedding between a president and a woman he stole from his servant. Because when you are a president, a soldier is your child. Kubira mwana mukadzi woita muchato nemukadzi wemwana wako. Because kana uri president, musoja wese mwana wako. Zvino kana vakadzi vedu vasiri safe maoko mapresident, ari safe ndiani? Then one thought came into me, and I said, but I did Osibisa a few months ago. There is another man who is saying he's a son to this president. His mother went to war and he had an affair with the president during the liberation struggle in Mozambique. So if these three are bastards at least he has a son to carry his legacy along. And then I realized that the woman was also a married woman before she went to war. So the man again had a child with another man's wife. And what we are asking today is, what moral grounds did this woman stand on when she questioned the integrity of the character of the vice president during the madness days, the stop it days? A woman who ran away from her husband to become the wife of a president. What right did she have to talk about morality, saying the vice president is this or that? Munhu akatiza murume achitevera power. So I have questions to this matter. The first question is, kutorowa kakwezita remurume uyu, because hana mwana murume uyu. He never had a legitimate wife his entire life. He always dated married women. And married women don't give you children. They give you bastards, illegitimate children that are uncontrollable. The recent South Africa case is evidence of what I talked to you a few weeks ago. I said one of the characteristics of bastards is they are immune to discipline. They are allergic to discipline. They are bastards, cursed children. Yeah. They are coming from a cursed womb. That marriage should never have happened. At the very best, she should have been a mistress to the president. With all the people, all the women in our country, the men could not find a virgin. Is it beauty? Was there a beauty contest to check if the woman was the most beautiful woman in the land? So all the work that this man has done will die, will go for nothing. He left no legacy because he doesn't have a legitimate son. All his children are bastards. But this is a question I want to ask. The second question is, how much do our politicians understand about power? Do they really know what power means and what power entails? What are the responsibilities that come with power? Because when you are a president, you can literally marry as many wives as you want. Yes. You can marry the best woman in the country. But she has to be available. When someone is married, she is not available. No. Now the question is, azvina mushonga here? Ini ndinofunga kuti zvanga zviine mushonga mukati. Mushonga wacho wanga uine muko wekuti mushonga urambe uchishanda, gara nemukadzi wawakabira mumwe munhu. Tora mukadzi pamurume wake womuita mukadzi wako. If you are a president or a prime minister, you are the boss. You can ask 20 boys, like what happened in the book of Esther. Guys, I want a beautiful woman. Go in all the districts, bring all the best women you find. I want to find a woman to marry. How can you take another man's wife? And the question is, what does the celebration of that wedding between this man and this woman say about the conscience of our country? Vanhu vakacelebrata muchato uya pane conscience here? ndizviite here inini izvezvi ndotora mukadzi wemunhu ndobva ndakuita muchato uyai kumuchato wangu munogona kuuya here muchinyatsoziva kuti apotso vakabira Donald mukadzi wake obva vati ndine muchato nemukadzi waDonald zvinoita ari mwana wesangano zvinoita. How can you take a married woman and call her your wife? First lady. So those who talk about the men's intelligence, I've differed with them fundamentally.
Okay.
I have often accused them of confusing eloquence with intelligence.
Yeah.
The man was eloquent. I don't think he was intelligent. Because this is something that uncles in the village will tell you at 10 years old. Our boys are told at 10, 11, 12, son, you don't take another man's wife. Even if she's so beautiful that you can't sleep, drink beer, you will sleep. A married woman is a taboo. How can you grow old, lead a liberation war, and still don't know those basic community mores? It's amazing.
As I amen.
As I amen.
Israel vanotota kwavese nemabwe vari tu.
Saka kushanda kwese kumhanya kwese makafira mahara nekuti hamuna mwana wamakasiya makasiya zvituko mutoro kunyika. When you give birth to bastards, you give birth to a national burden. That was embarrassing. Very embarrassing. And outside the gospel, that situation has no remedy. The only thing that is a remedy to the case of bastardism is the gospel.
Oh, yes. Amen.
Through the ordinance of sanctification.
Yes.
Outside that, you remain a bastard forever. You give birth to bastards, and it will always be attracting trouble to you. I saw in a video the man is saying he can't discipline his last born. He said, my wife is the one who is good at it. And I said, Tofiakwa, my babo. How can a man say I can't discipline my son? That is the job of my wife. Kutanga rini amai vachidisciplina mwana mukomana. The boy is the father's job to raise. So the man was not raised. The boy was not raised by a man. The boy was raised by a deranged woman. And why is the whole country surprised in the behavior of the boy? I'm surprised myself. The father says, I have no time for this boy. It's his mother who is raising him. We know the mother is sick in the head. So when the child behaves in a sickly manner, why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? And I'm saying this because I want to arrive at such at a point where you have to ask ourselves as a community, are we tuned right in our minds? How did Zimbabweans celebrate that wedding between a president and a stolen wife? How did we do that? How did we do that? A wedding. Do you know that a Catholic Pope refused to ordinate, to officiate a marriage between King Edward and his wife? I think it's King Edward II or III. And this is the reason why the royal family in England defected from the Catholic Church and formed the Church of England.
Oh, okay.
Go and research it. A Catholic priest said, I can't officiate the marriage between a king and a married woman. This woman belongs to another man. And the British royal family said, in that case, we'll start a new church. So the Church of England was started because the king wanted to do a wedding with a married woman. This is history now, you can't argue with me. Go and read your history. Mubvunzo wangu ndio kuti tikazviziva izvezvizvi kuti vamuzane nhamo vari kuita muchato asi mukadzi wavari kuchata naye anga ari mukadzi wavachimuti, tinoenda here kumuchato? Tinobvisa zvipo here? Handizvo here zvatakaita muZimbabwe? Muchato wababa nemukadzi wavakabira mwana wakapembererwa nenyika yese.
Yes.
Ukabuda pazvivhitivhiti kuEngland, ukabuda aiwa totenda mukuru aroora. Mukuru akaroora ane mwana nemukadzi uyu, mukadzi wake achirwara, anga ari bhizi namistress. Mistress anga asina kunetsana nemurume uyu, akatozonetsana nemurume asangana namudhara. Because kana paine relationship iri kunze kwemarriage, mumba munotanga kunetsa. Go and find out kuti vakazoita divorce rini. Kureva kuti vana vese vana vakaitwa, uyu achiri mukadzi weuyu akatorwa womusoja, marriage yakazokanzirwa later. David akambozviita kaiwe, tikazvitaura panapa kuti David avata naBhathsheba, Mwari akauraya mwana wacho kuti David aregererwe chitadzo chaakanga aita. David paakanzwa kuti mwana afa akatoti dzatsva dzarongwa, hai yanga ichandinetsa nyaya iyi. Ndakandaita mwana nemukadzi wemunhu zvinoita? Kuita mwana nemukadzi wemunhu? Zvino isu taitongwa napresident vakaita vana 3 nemukadzi wemunhu. Isu maZimbabweans takatiina president akaita vana 3 nemukadzi wemunhu. Mubvunzo wangu ndewekuti zvamaiti munonamata muri makaturike, kunamata kwenyu kuripi? Number 2, kuchenjera kwenyu kuripi? Pane zvandataura izvo hapana chinyowani ipapa. Zvinhu zvandataura zvinozivikanwa nenyika yese izvo.
Yes.
Tochizonzwa mukadzi wacho amira pachuru achiti arida kutaura pamusoro pevamwe vatungamiriri venyika vasina unhu. Isu toti unhu upi kuwa munotaura, garai pasi naimi. Imi mune unhu here imi? Imi ndimukatiudze zveunhu. Hatisi kuda zvinhu izvozvo. Saka zvinoita here kuti titongwe nemunhu akabira mumwe munhu mukadzi wake? Zvinoita here? Umwe mubvunzo wandinawo wekupedzisira ndewekuti zvinoita here kuti titongwe nemunhu ane mukadzi mukuru kwaari ne8 years? Can we have a president who is 8 years younger than his wife? It's just a question. No names mentioned.